Dave Hansen, pastor at the Yakima Vineyard here in Central Washington. Given the unprecedented magnitude of current events here in our neighborhoods and across America, it's hard to even bring up yet another horrific reality, but please bear with me. I've become aware of a situation currently occurring in El Salvador. Teresa, my wife, trades fabric for a hobby. She's been doing it for 20 years. One of the people she's traded with in the past was suddenly selling all her inventory abruptly, and Teresa called her to find out why. She responded that she was selling everything she could to help her family, who was starving in El Salvador. She explained all the non-essential businesses were closed there in early March, and all the residents were required to stay home. The government there is about 70% unstructured. There's a president that lives in a house by himself, and the government around him is somewhat fractured. There's no ability, in other words, to resolve this problem through government support. To make matters worse, there was a massive flood at the end of last week as the tropical storm went through there. The pictures I saw were so overwhelming. Vineyard has been successful with missions work in neighboring Nicaragua for the past 20 years, but has been unsuccessful getting help into El Salvador due to the danger that's there. Alfredo Romero is a pastor of one of 4 vineyard churches in El Salvador who has oversight for the La Viña, which is a collaborative of those 4 churches, along with another 2 churches that aren't vineyard, that are just part of our group. I've been working with Alfredo to understand what's happening there from a first-hand vantage point. He has affirmed what we learned from Teresa's friend. The pastors haven't had any support for either themselves or their congregations for over 3 months now. They are in grave need, and starvation is real and extreme there. Glenn Schroeder, Portland Vineyard senior pastor, has oversight with Vineyard's Central American mission. I asked him about the La Viña, and he introduced me to Alfredo and has affirmed his position there. I've asked our board to approve $2,000 to be transferred to the churches there for food purchase and distribution. Since then, an additional $1,000 has been raised. Portland is joining us to team up as a collective team to put as much as we can down there to try to help. I see this as a first step with the emergent situation there now, but they're going to need a lot more help down the road. So I'm asking for help from other vineyard churches perhaps down the road, and trying to do whatever we can to raise funds for the support there. Please consider taking the time to pray for these brothers and sisters in their desperation. We've set up a place in our financial system to collect funds for El Salvador. If that's something that you would like to contribute to, you'll find a way to do that within our push pay, and if you're writing a check, you can just write in the comments El Salvador. Thank you for your time and consideration.